What's up, everybody? It's the Alpha Heel 7. If you don't know who I am, you'll get to know me very soon. I'm a very colorful personality here in the Madden community. A little bit about myself. I'm 40 years old. I like long walks on the beach. And anyway, I'm 40 years old, and I've actually been around the Madden community ever since the original Xbox. We actually used to have a league called XBGL, and it was awesome and horrible at the same time because nobody could connect because it was like dial-up internet. It kind of tells you my age here, but I got some exciting news. If you've ever seen me before, I have a show called Unfiltered that I do for some leagues. It's basically a show where I come out and just kind of go over my take on certain situations, and I do it at a level of I don't know. I do it where it offends some people, maybe it doesn't. I don't know. I think it's entertaining. Some do, some don't. I mean, I guess I'm kind of a controversial figure in the community. If you know who I am, some of you guys are like, who? I don't know who this guy is. But anyway, I got some big news. I got a big announcement here. I'm actually coming out with a new league. Got ya? Yeah, I know. I kind of took you in a different direction. But anyway, yeah, I've been a part of a lot of great leagues here in the Xbox community. My wife just had her second child, and I thought, you know what, it's time. It really is. And the reason why I'm doing it is basically just because I like doing it. I like to run a league. I feel like I do a pretty good job of it. I have some really good rules in place, and you know, I did it on PlayStation for about 3 or 4 years, and I feel like I did it pretty successfully. Some things happened, you know, along the way, and then I ended up switching to Xbox. Jumped around from league to league. Stayed at some leagues longer than others, and you know, I thought to myself, you know, I really need to do this the way that I want to do it. Not that I'm like some sort of hammer that's gonna like ban people, or I'm, you know, some hard ass or anything, but I do feel like I have a way of doing things, and I am very critical of others that do it the way that they do it, and I shouldn't be. But it tells me that I need to run this myself. I have not ran an Xbox League, so I've seen a couple come up and go down really fast. This is not going to happen. Folks, I've devoted a lot of time into this. As you can see at the bottom left, there's my little logo. And I have a Twitter account that I've kind of hinted out that we're going to do this. So, guys, we're going to do it. Some of you guys do know me in the community, and some of you don't. So, I want to come on video and announce officially that Apex Madden League is almost there. And we'll go into that in a minute. But basically, just announcing that Alpha Heel 7 is going to create the Apex Madden League for the Xbox One. PlayStation users, I am sorry. There's some awesome leagues for PlayStation now. Crossfire, Grown Folks, WWML. There's like some really cool leagues. So, you know, you can definitely go to them if you feel that, you know, you need a better Madden experience or something on that console. But, you know, let's talk about some stuff here. As you can see to the left, I have some subjects that I'm going to cover. In Unfilter, I do try to go over 5 subjects each show, detailing what, you know, we're going to do. So this show is actually going to be for Apex Madden, and I'm going to try to do it as often as I can. I do have a newborn, so my time is going to be very limited. This league is going to be really devoted for guys that are, you know, mid-30s, 40s, whatever, you know, have kids. We'll go over advanced rules, stuff like that in a little bit, but you know, it's going to be devoted for guys that don't have a ton of time but want to be in a good league that doesn't have a lot of drama or none of that stuff, and guys that play the game the right way. There are going to be some controversial rules. We'll get into those in a little bit. I'm not going to go over the whole rule set. I will actually have a video later detailing the rules, and some other videos that detail certain rules. I'm a very visual person, so I can read it and I can say, well, I don't really understand that. But if I see it, it makes more sense. I think that this is one of the only leagues that does that. A lot of rules are just, you know, just in place. You have to ask him, Mitchell, what's this mean? When he gives you kind of a vague answer, you're still kind of like, I don't understand. You go out there, you break a rule, and you're kind of like, what the heck? I want to put you into place to succeed. So we will go over that. Let's talk about what's next. What's next for the league? Again, we do have some exciting stuff going on here. I do have a to-do list and what's been done. So I do want to kind of show that to you here. This is the to-do list. As you can see, there are some stuff that's already created and already done for the league. As you can see, the rules. I have created the rules. I will have a link in the description that shows you the rules. I spent a lot of time on this. I have taken some rules from different leagues that I do like. And, you know, I kind of put my own spin on it. And this is, you know, everyone's got their, you know, I guess definition on what's sim, what's not. This is my definition of sim. This, you know, I've been around, like I said, a long time. I played the first ever Madden. So I went through the generations of this game. And with what we have, this is the rule set that I have created. Obviously, you know, with new games come new rules. I will have the community help me out with that. Secondly, I've created Discord. As you can see, there's a check mark in that. The Discord is created. I've created all the chats. I've got it organized. I don't have all the bots set up yet, but I do have most of it done. I'd say if we were to do a percentage, I'm about 80% done with the Discord to where I want it to be. I am a perfectionist, so I want to make sure that I have this all taken care of before we launch this league. Thirdly, we have the Daddy League set up. Thanks to Big Al Ferreira for donating the Daddy League over to Apex Madden. He believes in it as much as I do. So he's going to be a big part of this league, and he has donated the Daddy League. So we have the Daddy League, we have the background, the color scheme. I even imported the Daddy League bot into Discord, so we do have some of that stuff. And in social media, I have created a Facebook account, I've created a Twitter account, a YouTube channel where all these videos are going to go, a Twitch, so we can actually host games and do some fun, exciting giveaways and stuff. I'm all about that. I'm all about giving back to the community. You know, pretty much, you know, that's who I am. I like to help out. You know, as you guys know, if I've been staff of other leagues, I've been trying to make sure that we can get together a good set of social media. What's left? You know, as you can see, there's some check marks that are not filled. First off, rules videos. So what I alluded to a little bit ago is basically we are going to have a rules video. There's going to be one basic, you know, it's going to be called the lab, and the lab part 1 is going to be the overview of the rules. I will have the rules up, and I'll just go over each rule and try to, you know, go over it best I can. That way I can give that video link to new potential recruits, and also maybe I need to give that to people that are breaking the rules. But I will have a general rules video. I will have a set of actual, like, you know, I guess controversial rules, or some rules people don't, you know, that break often, and maybe it's kind of, you know, not cut and dry. I will have a rules video for a lot of these. So look out for that. And then personal invites. Now, this is something that is going to be very different than any other Madden League that you have seen. I know a lot of guys in the Madden community. Like I said, I've been around a long time. There are individuals that will receive personal invite videos. If you are one of these people, that means you are going to get first dibs at the teams that are open, and you are going to get a personalized invite from me. I'm not going to say, hey, Tom Smith, you are invited. It'll be a general personal invite. Basically, it'll say, hey, you are invited to the league. Love what you've done in the community. I think that you are going to be a valuable commodity to this. And actually, you're going to be the only one that, you know, you and several others are going to be the only ones that have the link to this. It's going to be an unpublished video. So nobody else, you know, be able to see this unless you have the link. And then we need to fill the league. Once I send out those personal invite links, I'm going to let, you know, kind of give it a day or two. Let's see how many people come from that. And then once I do that, then I'm just going to, I guess let the floodgates open and, you know, fill the league. I'll do a lot of marketing. I have a lot of websites I can go on to. We'll, you know, collaborate with League Crawler. Maybe I'll throw some money towards his way to see if he can get me, you know, some sponsorship on some of the videos that he does, or the live feeds that he does. And then league creation. League creation is going to be, I have the league filled, everything is done. Now we need to create the league and we need to get it going. So really that's the to-do list. So that's kind of what we're looking at when we look at what we have to do next. So there's a, like I said, there's a lot of exciting things that are going on. I just want to give you I wanted to announce the league. I wanted to give you, where we're at with that. We're about to go over expectations, and then I'm going to give you my commitment for myself, and then I'm going to give you my Twitter stuff, or social media stuff. So let's talk about expectations. Expectations. There's a lot of different leagues that have definitions of what they expect for you when you join their Madden league. There are some Madden leagues that expect you to tweet a certain amount of time for you to create content. I love that. I really do. But when you're a league that's just starting out, I cannot ask for that. I can't ask for 32 users to all know how to, do Twitter and create content. So here's what I want from you. Here's my expectation. I'm going to keep it real simple. One, activity. Got to be active in the community. You have to be able to chat in the, I'm trying to develop a community. Guys that'll play other games with each other. Guys that'll talk shit about sports with each other. I actually have some surprises along the way. Trying to develop maybe more of a sports, maybe like an ESPN vibe to this league. But not only this, but I'm going to try to collaborate to what's going on in real sports. So with that, I just want guys that are going to be active in the chat. Talk about your favorite team. Talk about, whatever. We're a community. I want this chat active, and I want guys to feel like they're a part of this community. Secondly, respect. I want you to respect the 31 other owners that are in that league, as basically treat others the way you want to be treated. I know it's very cliche, but it comes down to that. You need to make sure that you're treating these guys with respect. I get it. Frustrations mount, frustrations on the game, frustrations in life. It all happens. Keep it clean. You got to respect these guys. You may not like guys that are in this league. That's fine. You don't have to talk to them, but I do ask for respect. You will not create drama in my chat, so that's in the rules, but you will be gone if you do anything like that. So we got activity, we got respect. Guys, my third one. We have I'm going to announce it right now. We have a 72-hour advance. Activity goes along with playing your games. I understand life happens. Sometimes you're out of town, you got real things going on. Maybe through the 3-day stretch that you have isn't going to work for your schedule. That's fine. But let's keep you as active in this league as possible and playing your games. I ask that you play your games when you can. Even if you're like 4-10 and you're not going to make the playoffs, don't give your opponent a free win. Maybe there's someone that's looking to make the playoffs and they count on you to try for that game. That's all I care about, guys. I want you to play your games if you can. I would say that I'm very understanding when it comes to that kind of stuff. I am going to surround myself with some staff. If you are interested in staff as well, let me know, okay? Guys, I don't know if you're interested or you're not. You guys got to let me know. I have 3 people on staff right now, and I'm looking to add a couple more. When you go to rules, you'll see how I do the staff. You're going to have the commish and the co-commish, which commish is myself. My co-commish is Justin Holland. Some of you guys know him from the other Madden leagues. And then the NFC manager is going to be Big Al. And then I need an AFC manager, and I need someone that can do scheduling. And then we're going to have a person dedicated to complaints for gameplay. So that's going to be a big job. I might have to do that from the beginning. We'll see. But if you're interested, if this is passion to you, let me know. I need to know that. So we have the activity in the chat. We have respect to the others. We have activity within your gameplay. And then here's the fourth. This is one of the most important things that I ask for and I expect from you as a player. Sim over win. I know we all are competitive. We all want to win the game, but I ask that you do not break the rules. Do not bend the rules. Do not use ebooks. Do not do whatever you can to ride that line for the win. I do have rules that are in place here, and some may say they're long, some may say, it's not for me. That's fine. This league is not going to be for everybody. But for the people that want to look for those, maybe there's a rule in there that you don't necessarily like, but you like the league, I ask that you give it a shot, because changes can always be made down the road as long as we all collectively make them as a group. I am very open. My door is always open. You guys have questions, concerns, anything, you can always let me know. Hey, man, I see you have this rule. Really don't like it. It's not going to be changed right away, but we can definitely discuss it as a collective community at a later time. Maybe in the off season we change it. But the rules are in place for a reason. I am not, season 1, these rules are going to be standard. You are not going to be able to break these rules. I'm going to be very lenient when it comes to learning these rules, okay? But blatant gameplay rule breaks, if I can tell that you are manipulating the AI, if you are playing with ebooks and you're just playing with money plays all game, you will not be here long. You will not be here long. So I expect for you to read the rules, understand them, and play accordingly. If not, just don't join. Don't waste my time. Don't waste your time. We can be buddies. We can have a beer. I'll even buy you a beer. So I know, right? I'm pretty awesome that way. So those are my expectations. Trying to think if I have any more expectations. I do like content, okay? So don't get me wrong. I would love if you said, hey man, I want a Twitter account. Can you make me a logo? I need a Twitter account. Can you make me a background? I love that. You step up. Here's basically how it's going to work. You come into the league. You play your games on time. You play a sim style game. You're active in the community. I will have, we'll have awards at the end of the year. I haven't really came up with all the awards that I want, but we're going to have awards. We're going to have awards for the most sim owner, for the most content driven owner. We're going to have, the most active overall. This is not like who's the best at the game. That's it. No. If you are great at the game, but you bend the rules, there's a lot of guys out there. I know who they are. I will not even look at your application. If I know that you are, if you have created drama in other leagues, you roster dropped, or you just been a disease in that league, I will not even accept your application. There are guys that on my mental list that I will not let in this league, and it's for a very good reason. I want to keep this going for a long, long time. I got 2 kids now. I'm not, my wife knows that this is I don't go to the bars anymore. This is my way out. This is my hobby, so I'm going headfirst into this. So those are my expectations with the content. Kind of going back to that, I kind of jump all over the place, but if you do content, you will have a better selection for Madden 21 for your team. Okay, we will have a team selection for Madden 21. It will be on a point system. I will develop that point system at a later time, but just know if I see you're creating content, you will be bumped up that list. Okay. You will have advantages and perks that others do not. So just keep that in mind. You do not have to do content at the beginning. There is no requirement for that, but there could be, down the road once we start to fill this with people. So hope that makes sense to you guys. What my commitment is: don't be an asshole. Play your games in a timely manner. Schedule them 24 hours. I would say if you know that advances at 9 o'clock that day, go ahead and set up your time with your opponent. Hey man, advances tonight, let's set up a schedule, because 24 hours from that advance date, your game better be scheduled. We better know what's going on with it. If not, you are going to have warnings. And I don't care if I have 20 guys in the league and that's it. I'd rather have 20 great guys that I can count on than 32 where there's some of them that I can't and they're on the border. I don't want that. So with that being said, that's my expectations for you. Now, I know it seems like a lot. You guys are like, man, this guy wants the world. It really isn't, man. Just don't be an asshole. Be active in the chat. Play your games on time. And if you can do content, great. If not, that's, whatever. This is a new league, so those are my expectations. I want to build a healthy community. I want to build a community of, dads, gamers that are, that just want to have fun, talk a little smack, do it in a respectful way, and have this as an escape from life, man. I understand life gets hard sometimes. This is an escape from life. It really is. This should be a hobby. It should be fun. This should not be something that you do not look forward to. All right, so those are my expectations. Again, you may say, man, there's a lot of expectations, but this is my commitment to you. Okay, if you give me those expectations, you do the application. You're like, Brian, I'm all in. I want to do this. I want to be a part of this league. I think this is great. I want to do my part. Well, this is my commitment to you. First off, my first commitment is this league will not die. Again, if I have 10 guys playing games, we'll run a 10-man league. It's that simple. I'm not going to let this league die. I've seen leagues in the past die. I've seen myself leave leagues. It's not. I have not started a league on Xbox Madden going back 3 years. I am ready to do it now, and now is the time. I understand we're midway in the cycle. Maybe it's going to be hard to get some guys, but like I said, I don't care. We're looking towards the future, okay? We're looking for Madden 21 and forward, okay? So that's what I commit to you first off, is that this league will not die. Secondly, all of my time that I have, away from my family will be dedicated to this. Whether it be graphics, whether it be content, whether it be, tighten up some rules or making this community better. It doesn't matter. My commitment to you is that my time will be spent with this league. If you can commit to me all those things that I told you or asked of you, I will commit that time to you, okay? I will commit my time as a commish to say, you know what? I will make sure that, we're going to pump out content. Guys love content, man. It's awesome, man. When you can see your guy, we'll do highlight videos, we'll do podcasts, we'll do shows. We're real big in the draft. So if you got draft picks, we'll start talking about draft picks ahead of time, like, prospects and stuff like that. So content, it won't be 100% out there like some other great leagues that have great content, but I'm going to try. It's going to be a one-man show for right now until, I know Al's going to help me out, so it should be like a two-man show. But if you can help out, that'd be great. But if not, I will commit to you that I will make sure that, that's in place. We have good content. 3, stability, man. There's nothing worse than making, than accepting guys in there that are just out for win. And you hate playing them because they're going to cheese you. I commit to you that I will get rid of those type of owners from the get-go. If they do slip through the crack and get into the league, they will be gone. I will not tolerate that. So I commit to you that we will have a non-toxic community within the Apex Madden community. So that's another commitment to you. My last commitment to you is that we will just make CFM great again. I know, taking that from a controversial figure, but we'll make this great, okay? So regardless of what EA gives us with the game, and they may not update anything with the franchise, we will make sure that we give you the best experience in Madden that you can possibly handle. So those are my commitments to you. I hope that that's enough to get you to want to join and you like what you hear so far. Lastly, follow us. We have a bunch of social media, so I want to go over to Twitter. Twitter handle is twitter.com/Apex_Madden. If you're not following us, go follow us, give us a like. If you want to contact me regarding rules or how do I join, you can always contact me on there. That is our Twitter. Our Facebook is actually, I'm trying to get Facebook to change the name. This is I won't go into my rant on this, but they won't let me change the name. So when you go on there, it says DSGL or DSBL or something like that. It was an old PlayStation. It was actually when I had my PlayStation League. But I tried to change it. I actually changed the address. So it's facebook.com/Apex Madden League, all one word. Daddy Leagues. We have a Daddy Leagues page. Go in there and take a look at it. It's obviously, we don't have the league up to the player. It looks a little bare bones, but once we get, the league created and all the players on there, we will, see that. So that is daddyleagues.com/Apex. So those are Twitter, your Facebook, and then Daddy Leagues. We have a Discord page, but I'm not going to give that link out until I know that I want to include you in the community. Hey, if you're in PlayStation, you're like, I just like to be part of the community, man. It sounds like a cool time. I want to talk sports. I want to talk about let me know. I'll get you in there. But again, you are a guest there, and you don't. Look, here's the thing. Guys that are in the league and you want to BS with them, that's fine. Just, no racism, no politics, religion, anything like that. And, you know, you're allowed busting somebody's balls as long as you know them and you're comfortable with them. But if you're not, I ask you not to do that. I'm not going to have people blowing up. I've been in chats where it's been completely toxic and all the good guys leave because they're tired of it. We're not going to have that. I will not lose good guys over toxic players. It just won't happen. So that's it. If you have any questions, you know how to hit me up. I think I gave you all my stuff here. So that is the first video. This is the announcements. So I will have a following video within the next couple days to have my rules up, the rules overview. And then obviously all the stuff is going to be at the bottom. I'll have a link to the application. I'll have the link to the rules in the description. And then you can take a look and see if it's right for you. But I will have that next video, the rules overview. Then I'm going to have the individual rules. So if you are interested, go ahead and join. I'm excited. Hopefully you guys are excited. Let's make this community badass. Thank you guys. See ya.